According to history, Kelefa was a conqueror from the Kabou Empire, known for their bravery, fighting and winning battles to extend their rule. They were said to believe the only acceptable death was to die in battle. Historians have given different stories about the life and death of Kelefa Sanneh, but one that is almost universally accepted is that he was killed and buried in a village called Bariya Jokado, formerly in the Gambia in the North Bank region, but now in Senegal. According to the historians we found in the village, they narrated that Kelefa was a conqueror who attacked their village trying to overcome them so it could be part of his empire. Unfortunately, while patrolling at night with his hefty white horse to study the village, he was shot and killed, and his soldiers flee away.
Kelefa ni mo man chele jang. Jang. Ama mo bung, me ya bung, ole ya boint.
Kelefa didn't fight with anyone in this village. The person that shot him killed him on the spot, and thus it is wrong to say he fought with anyone. Neither did he negotiate with any elder in this village. It is important to note that the elders and warriors of Bariya heard of his coming and were prepared for him. When he arrived, he left his army hiding and came alone late at night trying to study how to attack the village. A woman who woke up late night to ease herself was the one who saw Kelefa on a huge white horse and informed her husband, who ran and informed the others, and they all took positions waiting for him. When he came on a second tour the same night, he was shot and fell from his horse. After the visiting group listened to different elders narrate almost the same story for hours, they were delighted to escort the Nyanchos to the graveyard of Kelefa Sanneh, where it is believed that he was buried in a grave separate from the village main burial because they were not sure whether or not he was a Muslim. According to historians we spoke to, this is the graveyard of Kelefa Sanneh, the warrior who attacked this village called Bariya and was shot and killed. Because they didn't know if he was a practicing Muslim or not, 50 meters away from here is the graveyard, but they took him aside and buried him here. And this place has been missing, and these Nyanchos that we came with have been looking for their roots for the past decades, and finally they have found the graveyard of Kelefa Sanneh Nyancho. Ibrahim Jammeh from the National Center for Arts and Culture accompanied the delegation to the village of Bariya, and at the graveyard, which the Nyanchos want to make a historic place, says they will work with their Senegalese counterparts to help the Nyanchos achieve their dream of turning the place to a historical village.
It's a history of a Gambian warrior, but buried in Senegal. So what we normally do, because we are sharing some historical areas with Senegal, like the stone circles of Senegambia. We call them the stone circles of Senegambia, because we have some stone circles in Wanar, which is in Senegal. So we have that, that rapport with the cultural institution in Senegal. So we normally lay when issues like this come, we normally join together to see how best we can develop. So in this case too, we will collaborate with our counterparts in Senegal and then join hands together and see what we can do to develop this site.
Kelefa Manneh is the president of the Sanneh and Manneh family, and after traveling several kilometers to locate the graveyard of a person they refer to as the greatest among the family of the Sannehs and Manneh, what is next for them?
We know about Kelefa Sanneh. He's a hero, he's a griot, and also he's a fighter, he's a warrior at the same time. So what we want to make sure we establish something here. We make like a historical remain, historical heritage, where people will come and visit here, and we want to make sure we do some kind of a fencing, or we try to establish something that people will come and see.
Kelefa Sanneh was from the old Mandingo capital of Kabou, in what is now Guinea-Bissau. Kelefa is one of the most famous in the Mandinka heroes. He was a warrior prince locally called a Nyancho from Badora in present-day Guinea-Bissau. When he was young, he was sold into slavery for a misdemeanor and hence became known as the slave of Mannehs, but later he was able to buy back his freedom. Like all true warrior prince, he refused to live by anything but fighting, and soon set off for Nyomi on the north bank of the river Gambia in order to assist King Demba Sonko in his war against Jokado. After a number of adventures on the way, Kelefa eventually joined the king, for whom the war then took a favorable turn. In Jokado Bariya, however, the great warrior met his death even before the war would start. Babakarsi, QTV News.